The internet has seen its fair share of scandals, heartbreaks, and unsolved mysteries. But nothing has shaken fans quite like the chilling confession of Hu Xian. It began as a whisper. A rumor buried deep in obscure forums. A cryptic voice note. A deleted live stream. And then, silence. But now, that silence has been shattered. It was a night like any other, or so it seemed. Fans of Yu Menglong were still reeling from the tragic news of his sudden death. The official reports were vague, cold, and clinical. A fall. An accident. A personal struggle. But something didn't add up. His last public appearance. Calm. Smiling. Even joking. His final post. A single black image with a caption that read, "Some truths are too heavy to carry alone." At the time, fans dismissed it as poetic melancholy. Now, it feels like a warning. Enter Hu Xian. A name that, until recently, meant nothing. No verified social media. No public records. No interviews. And yet, he knew everything. According to leaked chat logs and alleged insiders, Hu Xian was someone deeply connected to Yu Menglong's final days. Some claim he was a close friend. Others say he was a handler. A few go even further, suggesting something far darker. Then came the livestream. At exactly 2:17 a.m., a livestream appeared on a little-known platform. No promotion. No announcement. Just a title. "I Can't Stay Silent Anymore." The man on screen claimed to be Hu Xian. His face was partially hidden in shadow. His voice trembled, but his words were precise. He began with a shocking statement. "You didn't fall, he was pushed, by everything we built around him." The chat exploded. Within minutes, tens of thousands were watching. But before anyone could fully process what was happening, the stream glitched, froze, and disappeared. What followed was chaos. Clips of the live stream began circulating. Some were clear. Others distorted. Many claimed they had seen things that weren't captured. But when pieced together, a terrifying narrative began to emerge. Hu Xian allegedly revealed. Yu Menglong had been living under extreme psychological pressure. There were contracts he couldn't escape. Certain powerful figures controlled not just his career, but his life. And most chilling of all, he told me he was afraid, not of dying, but of what would happen if he lived. Fans, now turned investigators, began digging into everything. Old interviews, deleted posts, background details in photos. And what they found was unsettling. In one interview, Yu Menglong hesitated when asked about his future. In another, he joked, "Sometimes I feel like I'm just playing a role, even off camera." Then there were the photos. Mirrors. Shadows. Reflections that didn't quite align. Some fans even claimed to spot the same mysterious figure in multiple backgrounds. Was it coincidence? Or something more deliberate? As the story deepened, another name resurfaced, Xing Fei. A close friend and rumored confidant of Yu Menglong. She had remained silent since his death. Until now. A cryptic post appeared on her account. The truth always finds its way out, even if it destroys everything. No further explanation. No follow-up. But fans were quick to connect the dots. Was she referring to Hu Xian's confession? Did she know more than she was saying? Or was she warning someone? Some experts have weighed in, suggesting that the situation may not be as sinister as it seems. They argue. A fame can create immense mental strain. Our isolation and pressure can lead to paranoia. Cryptic messages may be misinterpreted. But others aren't convinced. Because this isn't just about one person. It's about patterns. Too many coincidences. Too many unanswered questions. Too many voices trying to be heard, and silenced. Perhaps the most chilling part of this story is what didn't happen next. No official statements addressing the livestream. No investigation into Hu Xian's claims. No clarification. Just silence. As if everything was swept under the rug. As if it never happened. But the internet never forgets. Among all the fragments of Hu Xian's confession, one line stands out. Clear. Undeniable. Haunting. If anything happens to me, just know that you tried to tell the truth. We all did. Then, nothing. No goodbye. No explanation. Just darkness. Was this all a tragic coincidence? A misunderstood situation blown out of proportion? Or is there a deeper truth lurking beneath the surface? One that someone doesn't want us to uncover? Because if Hu Xian's confession is even partially true, then Yu Menglong didn't just take a secret to the grave. He took a warning. If you thought the story ended with the disappearance of Hu Xian, you're wrong. Because what surfaced next didn't just raise questions. It changed everything. 3 days after the mysterious livestream vanished, an anonymous account uploaded a compressed file titled hx_cave_final.zip. At first, people ignored it. Just another hoax, another conspiracy. But the few who downloaded it, they wish they hadn't. Inside were dozens of documents, screenshots, audio clips, and what appeared to be private logs connected to Yu Menglong. Not fan edits. Not theories. Real, raw, and terrifying. Among the files was a distorted voice recording. Experts tried to clean it up, and what they heard sent chills through the community. A voice, believed to be Yu Menglong, whispering, "They're watching. I can't say names, but if anything happens, don't trust what they say." Then another voice, calm, unfamiliar. "You've already said too much." Static. Silence. End of file. But that wasn't even the worst part. Buried deep in the archive was something labeled _translation, list, not to be made public. The document contained initials, codes, dates. Fans began cross-referencing, and what they found was disturbing. Several entries allegedly matched individuals who had suddenly disappeared from the public eye, experienced unexplained career pauses, or suffered tragic, untimely incidents. Coincidence? Or a pattern no one wanted to acknowledge? Then came the sightings. Multiple users claimed to have seen someone resembling Hu Xian in different locations. A blurry photo at a train station. A reflection in a glass window. A figure standing behind a crowd in a livestream. Always distant. Always unclear. Always watching. Some believe he's still alive, hiding. Others think those sightings are warnings. For weeks, she said nothing. Then suddenly, at exactly 11:11 p.m., Xing Fei posted again. No caption. Just a 10-second video. In it, she sits in a dim room, looking directly at the camera. Then she says, "Stop looking for him, before they start looking for you." The video cuts to black. Deleted within minutes. But not before millions had already saved it. Internet detectives slowed the video frame by frame. And that's when they saw it. Reflected faintly behind Xing Fei. A silhouette. Not moving. Not blinking. Just there. Watching. Remember the black image posted by Yu Menglong before his death? Fans revisited it, and noticed something strange. The pixels weren't uniform. When analyzed, they formed a hidden pattern. A code. After hours of decoding, a message emerged. Truth equals silence. But what does that mean? Was he trying to say that the truth was being silenced? Or that speaking the truth leads to silence? A new theory has now taken center stage. And it's darker than anything before. The controlled reality theory. According to this idea, certain public figures are carefully managed behind the scenes. Their lives, relationships, even their personalities, are curated. And anyone who tries to break free is erased. Not just physically, but digitally, socially, completely, as if they never existed. And if Hu Xian's archive is real, then Yu Menglong may have tried to escape that system. Something even stranger is happening now. Videos discussing this topic. Taken down. Accounts sharing the archive. Banned. Posts using certain keywords. Shadow blocked. Creators have started speaking in code just to avoid detection. Why go to such lengths? If there's nothing to hide? Just when things couldn't get any more intense. A new message appeared. No username. No profile. No traceable origin. Just a comment under a random video. He wasn't supposed to leave evidence. Hu Xian was the mistake. Within seconds. Gone. At this point, you've seen the clips. You've heard the audio. You've followed the breadcrumbs. But part 3. This is where everything breaks. Because what investigators uncovered next doesn't just expose a secret. It reveals a system. Hidden inside the so-called archive from Hu Xian was something almost invisible. A series of numbers embedded in file names. HX_31.2304_121.4737. HX_22.5431_114.0579. HX_34.0522_118.2437. At first glance, random. But when plotted on a map, they pointed to real-world locations. And not just any locations. Every coordinate led to places tied to media, entertainment, or private corporate offices. The pattern was undeniable. One of those coordinates matched a building where Yu Menglong had reportedly visited shortly before his death. No public record of the visit. No official schedule. But security footage, leaked anonymously, appeared to show him entering. And never being seen leaving. At this stage, a new, even darker theory emerged. The replacement narrative. According to this theory, a certain public figures live dual lives, one public, one hidden. Their image is maintained at all costs. And when they become a risk, they are replaced, silenced, or rewritten. Some fans believe that the Yu Menglong we saw in his final days was not the same person they had followed for years. Subtle differences in behavior, unusual expressions, moments that felt off, coincidence, or something far more controlled. Let's go back to something small, but terrifying. In multiple photos of Yu Menglong, fans noticed mirrors in the background. At first, nothing strange. Until someone enhanced one image. In the reflection, Yu Menglong wasn't looking at the camera. He was looking, behind it, at someone else. Someone who wasn't supposed to be there. Everything kept circling back to her. Xing Fei. Her posts. Her silence. Her warnings. Then came the discovery that changed everything. A fan uncovered an old interview clip, long before any of this happened. In it, Xing Fei laughs and says, "He always told me, if anything ever feels wrong, don't trust what you see." At the time, it sounded playful. Now, it sounds like a message. One user decided to connect all the dots. The coordinates. The list. The audio. The reflections. The posts. And what they found. Every single clue pointed to one idea. Control. Control of image. Control of narrative. Control of truth. And anyone who steps outside that control becomes a problem. Just when hope of finding Hu Xian faded completely, a final message surfaced. Not a video. Not a file. Just text, sent to a small, private group. Verified by multiple sources before it vanished. It read, "You're looking in the wrong place. The truth isn't hidden. It's performed. Every day. In front of you." No signature. No trace. But everyone knew who it was.